Do you ever wonder what the purpose of your life is about? Or do you ever wonder about what this whole life experience is about? Well, today we're going to talk about what is the goal of life. So today I want to share with you an aha that I just had this past week that has kind of changed the way in which I view this world and our experience on the earth and what the goal of this earth experience is all about. For a long time, I have believed that our natural state is a state of happiness, and that as a result, everything that we do is to try to get us back to that natural state of being happy. And I believe that to a certain extent, that is true. But this week, in a group that I was doing with the young women at our residential program, I just had a new understanding, or an aha. And an aha is where you can take knowledge or information that you already have, but all of a sudden it takes on new meaning to you. And I'm sure you can think about in your own life of times when that has happened, where you think that you understand something and then that you get some new information or something changes just a little bit, and it's like the light goes on and you just see it or understand it at a different level. So I want to share with you a couple of things that contributed to this and how I had an understanding of this concept or this idea, but then how it got brought to a deeper level. So a number of years ago, I was listening to a CD by Dr. John DeMartini. And in that CD, he said that all there is love, and everything else is an illusion. And if you don't see the love, then you're just not looking at it in the correct way. When I heard that, for me, when I hear truth, it just resonates with me, and oftentimes I tend to get emotional. And when I heard that, it just hit me hard, and I knew that that statement is true, that all there is love. Everything else is an illusion. And then there's a statement by Wayne Dyer where he says that our goal is to become love. And he uses the example of that if you squeeze an orange, what do you get? And it doesn't matter how you squeeze the orange. The only thing that will come out of that orange is orange juice, because it's an orange. And then he asks the question, but when you're squeezed, what comes out of you? Does love come out of you? Does fear come out of you? Does anger come out of you? Hurt come out of you? And again, that resonated with me, and I thought then, yeah, the goal is to get to the place that I am so filled with love, or that my perspective about who I am and this earth experience is love, so that regardless of what happens with me, I recognize that all there is love. And so I've been working on that for the past 10 years and just kind of had that focus and that belief. Well, in the last year, I've been paying more attention to this idea, or not idea, but truth or principle, that everything in this world is energy. Everything is made up of the same thing. It's just different configurations. So it's different frequencies. It's different vibrations. But so if you think about it that way, then everything is love. And in the Bible, it says God is love. And if our goal and if the purpose of this earth life is to become the very best that we can be, or to become like God, to become filled with love. So how cool is that? If you think about it that way, so my goal, or my thought was, our goal is in everything that we do for a reason, and that reason is to achieve happiness. Happiness is an emotion. So again, that is a vibration. it's energy that we experience. But if what we're about is becoming love, then I believe the outcome of becoming love is happiness. So once we become love, or we're in that state where everything that we see and experience in this life is love, the intent is to help us achieve that state of happiness and to be the very best that we can be. That changes this whole experience and what the whole goal is. Because in life, oftentimes we are seeking for happiness or for those goals or outcomes that will give us happiness. But life is not about achieving or reaching a certain destination. Life is a journey, and life is about becoming. And so everything that we experience in this life is because we have a God or a Heavenly Father, or nature or the universe that we exist in is there to help us achieve that state of happiness, which is a result of becoming love. Now, in order to become love, it starts with, how do we see ourselves? Before we can love anything else, we first need to love ourselves. And in order to do that, we have to recognize who we are. If we were created by God, then we are part of God, which means that we're not bad, we're good, and we're here in order to learn and to grow and to become. And so everything in this earth experience is to teach us and give us the opportunity to learn and to grow and to become the best person that we can be. So in order to love ourselves, we have to understand that we're okay, even though we're not perfect, even though you make mistakes. It's okay. Mistakes are how we learn. And consequences, and there's another video that you can watch on our YouTube channel that is all about consequences and the importance of consequences. Those consequences teach us about what's working and what's not working. The consequences that we experience teach us whether our beliefs are based on truth or if our beliefs are false. And so once you understand who you really are, then that fear of not being okay goes away. And that need to present or be someone that you're not in order to impress somebody else goes away. So once you accept yourself, then the next step is to have a desire to learn and grow and to become the best that I can be. And in order to do that, I need to be honest with myself. And as I'm honest with myself, then that allows me to learn and to grow. And again, as I love myself, I become more capable now of loving those around me. So as we begin to love others, then what we're putting out into the universe and out into the world is love. So we respond to others from a place of love. No more fear, no more jealousy, no more hate, no more anger. And if all of us are energy, then what we're putting out comes back to us and benefits and blesses and helps us. When we're in that place of scarcity and we struggle with loving ourselves because we're not okay, we try to prove to ourselves or to gain acceptance of others, or we're in that place of comparing where we feel like in order to be okay, we have to be better than others. So then we put others down so that we're okay. So what we're putting out into the universe or to the world is negativity, which, again, how we see others is a reflection of how we see ourselves. So the goal of this life is love, to be able to see and love ourselves, to recognize ourselves for who we really are, and to recognize that everything that we experience is based on love, to help us become the very best that we can become. And as we are filled with love, we will experience happiness, the level of happiness that we've never experienced before. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. And in order to find out more about who we are at Principle-Based Living and what we do, visit our website And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, be sure to follow me here.